Hello, everyone. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Easter. Welcome to Keele University, at least virtually. Um, we hope you come around to look at our beautiful campus. We have one of the largest single-site campuses in the UK. It's fantastic. Everyone loves it. People come from miles around to see it. Alumni come back because they love it. I love it. I'm sure you love it. It's just fantastic, historic, and modern at the same time. Because we have such a large campus, we're also sector leaders in sustainability, which is very important for businesses going forward. All businesses are trying to be more sustainable because it's vital for our planet in terms of climate change. So we generate 50% of our own electricity right here on campus. That's a picture showing some of our solar farms and our wind farms. Um, if you come to study in the business school, which we hope you do, you be in our Smart Innovation Hub, the business school. We also have solar panels on top of that building as well. And it's just a fantastic campus. So, we have the old and we have the new in terms of technology like this, and we're sector leaders in how businesses are deploying it. Why Keele generally? Well, we're number one in the UK. So we're Britain's best university as ranked by students themselves, which is fantastic. So this was given to us by the Student Crowd University Awards in 2022. We're very proud of this, and we're sure you want to come to the number one, right? Um, we have 90% graduate employability. We will love that to be 100%, but there are always one or two students who want to travel abroad, see the world, and things like that. But 96% is excellent in any book. And we hope you'll be one of those students who will join us and get this excellent employability figure. We have a global community of tens of thousands of alumni from over 180 countries. So you'll be with us in this vibrant new and old campus where you have people from around the world, from every continent on the planet, and you just be part of our global community even when you graduate. 80% of our research was classified as world leading or international excellence by the REF Framework 2021. So that's the Research Excellence Framework of the UK. But our research is of international excellence, not just UK excellence. And you get access to this cutting edge research as part of our student body. Beyond that, you find out that you also get that research taught to you in the classroom. We're top 10 in England for overall student satisfaction, according to the NSS 2021. So this is a broad-based university surveys, includes all universities and other stakeholders in the sector. We're top 10. And like I said, we have a big and beautiful campus, over 600 acres. Everything you need is right here on your doorstep. Everything. It's like a mini city. And we're proud to be Global Sustainability Institution of the Year, according to the Green Gown Awards. So this is not just sustainability institution in the UK, global sustainability institution. So around the world, we're known for our commitment to sustainability and using that in business and using that in your education. Now, this is a presentation, and I'll be asking this question: what can KBS do for you? Oh, by the way, my name is Tolu. Okay, so I'm a lecturer here at Keele University in the business school. I teach business management, international business management. My first degree was in economics. My second degree was in international economics, and I have a PhD in management around management and entrepreneurship. So I teach international business, international activities, and business management as a whole. That's me there on the right-hand side with some of our fantastic students who are going to graduate soon. And you can see they all get free Keele hoodies, which you will get too, by the way. But apart from the hoodies, we have this fantastic building. You can see people socializing in there. And I will tell you more about the space we have at KBS and how you can benefit from it. So let's go. Now, first of all, I have to congratulate you. So congratulations on being an offer holder. This is a very, very prestigious achievement. Not everyone gets to be an offer holder of the famous and the fantastic KBS. So first of all, I have to congratulate you. But now, going forward, what do we do? And why should you choose KBS? Now, I have mentioned our employability figures; those are world leading, and the reason why it's so high is because we get you straight from the classroom to the meeting room. So that's our aim. Whether that be your own business, whether that be you working for an organization, a local organization, an international, multinational, or the government. Okay. Now, the business school itself is set up where we have a combined teaching and business space. So you have the opportunity to study and socialize alongside innovative companies. Now, this is distinct to KBS, and this is why you should choose KBS amongst other things, right? So we have selected about 60 businesses. About 50 of them are in our building in the Smart Innovation Hub of KBS, the building you will be based in. Some of the others are around campus, but we have selected these businesses specifically to aid in your education. So they're doing innovative things, cutting edge work, profitable. These are renowned businesses, and I will give you some examples. And you could say be studying strategy with me at say 10 a.m. and potentially working with one of these businesses on their strategy at 11 a.m. If you choose to. So we have lecture theaters, we have our computer lab, which is world leading, our Bloomberg computer lab. We have our classrooms, so we can have large lecture theaters, or you might sometimes there's small tutorial groups. So in a lecture theater, you could have say 80 to 100 students, or maybe even 200 for some very large classes. And for your tutorial groups, these are usually smaller groups, say between 15 to 20, 25 students. In the business school every year, currently we take between 200 and 300 students in. So that's why I have to congratulate you, right? So we have a very good staff to student ratio, unlike in some universities where the lecturers or the professors are on one side and then the teaching assistants teach you. No, you're actually being taught by the real professionals themselves, and you have these small tutorial groups where you can be between 50 to 25 people in tutorials and the larger lectures. We have our business lounge where you can meet these businesses. We have our think labs specifically dedicated to thinking and innovation, and we have our business incubator space that businesses use to come up with new ideas and products and services. Now, this is something we're also very proud of at KBS. Across the university, we have the Gold Award in the Teaching Excellence Framework. That's the TEF. And the Gold Award is the highest award in teaching excellence. Now, for universities that don't have the Gold Award, they don't talk about it. So if you have offers from different universities, make sure you ask, what is your TEF rating? Because we have the highest rating. Only about 25% of universities in the UK have this, and we're very proud to have this. And like I said, you're also being taught by the people who are doing the research, the professors, the lecturers, the people who are doing that research, and you're bringing that into their teaching, this international research. So the teaching is cutting edge, is research informed. We have the TEF Gold status, and we prepare you for life, right? So that's why we have the high employability rating. So we prepare you. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be rigorous. You're going to be tested, but you will come out a champion. You will come out ready for the world. We also have integral life-based project assessments. So because we have these businesses around us, you could be working with them on real issues, and that will form part of the assessment. And we have the safe, secure campus that helps you to focus on your learning. Now, just to give you some more context on KBS, so that's just part of our building there. You can see on the top right hand corner. But like I said, you have over 60 campuses you can work with. Now we have what we call CRISP projects. These are short 1-hour projects that students can work on, and they are paid. These are paid projects, so you're actually learning and being paid to do the work. We have our 10-week internships. Once again, these are sort of longer duration projects where you can work with the business, and once again you're learning, you're actually applying what you've learned in your lectures. You're learning that in the business environment, and that helps with employability because you can have that on your CV. You also have some other goodies that we have for you. So between your second year and your third year, you can have an external placement. So we have the external placement year option, and we're very good at this because we are a fantastic placement team. Don't just leave you to your own devices to find out where you're going to do your placement. No, they actually help you, right, to secure a placement. Now, they don't guarantee you a placement, but we have a very high success rate, and I will show you some examples soon. If working for another organization is not your own thing, we have the entrepreneurship placement year. So between your second and your third year, once again, you could start your own company, which is fantastic, right? I'm not sure I've actually found other universities that offer this as well. So we have a space, and I will show you one of our students took advantage of this and has done very well. We have a space in the building dedicated for our own students. Between the second and third year, you can start your own company, and maybe that company could form part of your assessment. You could actually be working on your own company as your assessment in your final year if you choose to do so. Beyond that, you could maybe want to go abroad. So maybe you're studying international business, maybe business management, and you want to go abroad, right? You want to visit Japan, you want to go to Germany, you want to visit somewhere in Africa, not America, right? You could, we have the option to have an international year abroad or a semester abroad. Okay, so depending on opportunities. And I will show you some places where some of our students have secured this international year abroad. So what do we aim for students, and why are we doing all of this? Well, we aim for superior degree outcomes. We want you to leave with those 2 1s. We want that. Of course, not everyone will, but that's what we aim for our students. We want you to get superior graduate level jobs, so we aim for that as well. So we don't really want you to graduate and get zero hour contract and some of the things you see in the media, right? So our students are very good at getting superior graduate level jobs with superior employers that you can be proud of, or even if you choose to become an employer, you're doing well in your business as an entrepreneur. We want you to get superior salaries, so our students on average get higher than the average salaries for graduates. And beyond that, we're also looking at superior career progression, so how you progress, right? So how you advance in your career in terms of promotion and things like that. Now, there are a range of programs that we undertake in the business school. Okay, so some of you here will be interested in accounting. Okay, which has to do with the recording, analyzing, and interpretation of financial information for a business, right? So things like the balance sheet and the income statement and things like that. We have economics for those of you who like to make choices. Okay, so economics is social science that studies human behavior as an interaction between ends and scarce means that have alternative uses. Really, all I've just said, really, that definition by Lionel Robbins is, you need to make choices, right? So how well can we use the limited resources that we have? How well should the government use it, or businesses, So anywhere we have to make choices, we need economists. Finance, which is a bit like accounting, but really has to do with more long-term ratio in terms of how businesses use these accounting information, so asset ratio, risk ratio and analysis and things like that, and using that to stay profitable. Marketing really has to do with how we as businesses get customers to know about our products and to buy our products, whether these be goods and services. Then we have business management, right? I teach business management and international business management, and we all need business managers. All businesses need business managers, people to look after our resources and to use them efficiently. Hospitals need business managers. Someone has to manage the hospital. Someone has to manage the government. Someone has to manage the business of the university, right? So everywhere, in every sphere, you need business managers. And then especially in the 21st century, with the rise of technology, with the rise of globalization, we are in an era of international business, and this is only going to continue. So if you selected this as well, that's a very good choice. I teach this as well. Now, if you look at the goods we enjoy, whether that be just the clothes we wear, you guys like my outfit, right? My suit and my tie, very expensive. I'm just joking, but the silk, the cotton, comes from around the world, and then the labor to put it all together. Think about your smartphone, the device you're using to watch this right now. Okay, complex supply chains, and this is only going to continue. So that's what international business deals with, how to manage those businesses properly. And then human resource management, how we handle human resources, right? Our most important assets, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, people make the world go around. We need people, right? So how do we hire the right people? How do we train them? And how do we keep them productive? So that's what human resources is all about. Now, I know there are a range of programs, and if you wanted to just find out more about the modules you would be taking, I will just show you how you can get that information before I continue. If I just share this screen here, just give me a minute. If you go on the website, okay, so say you want to study business management. If you just type into your Google screen, say business management Keele, which is the right place, you'll come on this website, and all the information you actually need is on the website. Everything you need is on the website. And all the stuff I've told you.
Tolu, you've muted.
Sorry. Okay. Right. So I got muted when I changed my screen. So what I was trying to say was, if you come here, if you come on the on the website, all the information you need is on the website. So all you have to do is just type business management Keele. Okay, if you want to study business management at Keele University, which is the right place, or international business management Keele, or accounting Keele, or human resources Keele, or marketing Keele. All the information you need is on the website. So you get the cost overview, the expertise you get what I told you about the in terms of employability, so the work placement year, the international year, on the entrepreneurship year, the range of support we have for you, the kind of societies you can form, the kind of combinations you can have it with. So for instance, you could be interested in business and supply chain management, maybe business and music production, all the kind of combinations you can have, the entry requirements, the English language requirement, general information. This is just a picture of the business school. This is our atrium. Our atrium. You can see our students socializing there, and some businesses, so some business owners there as well. Fees and things like that. And if you wanted to know what modules you would be studying, right, you can just see them here. So in your first year, you can look at your compulsory modules and the optional modules. You can start to have a feel of the ones you might prefer. So some students might be very good, for instance, at quantitative methods, so more the mathematics sides of things. Others could be interested in English, right? The spoken side of things. Others could be interested in history, British and the global economy. Others could be interested in a consumer behavior. Okay, so you have different optional modules. So this is how you can get them, and you can see this for your second year as well, your third year, and this will really help you, and it will help you to say choose the modules that that you have strengths in. Now, some options. So for instance, if you're doing business management and music, then your music options will be in the music department, and things like, or you're doing business management and psychology or geography, so the other half will be in the other school, just to point that out. And you can do that for all the programs, regardless of what you're studying. So all the information is here, and I would advise you to just go on the website, just have a feel of how how you will study and the modules you will be taking. Okay, let me come back now and continue this presentation I had here. Right, I just need to make sure that my mic is still on. Okay, right, okay. So now that you sort of have an idea what you're going to do, what you're going to study, you might have a look at the modules. How will your course be? Well, baseline is a 3-year degree, so you be with us for 3 years. We really don't want to see you go, but you will go out into the world after 3 years. You become our alumni, part of our global community. We have 2 semesters per year, and each semester is made up of 12 teaching weeks. You have exams at the end of each semester. But usually you might have some assessments, some in-course assessments before the end of the semester. Now we'll talk about this. You usually have 2 modules per semester. So you have your core modules and your electives. So for instance, you could have 1 core and 3 electives, or you can have 2 cores and 2 electives, depending on your course. And you usually have 2 to 3 contact hours per module per week. And I will show you what a typical timetable might look like. And you would have examinations at the end of each semester. So in January and in May, the end of the first and the second semester. But you might have in-course assessments. So within the semester, you might have to hand in an essay, have to do a group presentation, and just it will just depend on what course you're taking. This is an example of a week in the life of a typical student. So you can see here on Monday, the student has a lecture from 10 to 11, and then there's some space there. Now that space is not, just for you to not do anything. Usually you'll find out that at the end of the lecture, you would have been given a reading, you'd been given some work to do before the tutorial or the seminar. So you would have had to do that before coming to the tutorial seminar. And then you can see there's a workshop there in the evening as well. Okay, you can see on Tuesday. On Tuesday we have a 2-hour lecture, so it's not just from 10 to 11. It's from 10 to 12, and then there's a webinar option. And then you see here what we have on Wednesday. We have this area marked out in red from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We've given that time off to students so that they can engage in all kinds of social activities. So for instance, you could be interested in music, in sports. While I was a student myself, I like the hip hop society, the hip hop, the hip hop, and you don't stop the rock, and yeah, so whatever your hobby is, we have over 120 societies you can choose from. You could start your own society. We're very good at sports as well. So we have that time because we understand you're going through university, but university has to go through you as well. So there are other things you like to do with your friends, with your colleagues and with other people from around campus. So we have that time on Wednesday, and then you can see what the rest of the week looks like on Thursday and Friday. Now, there's some parts that you see you're not supposed to be in class, but really you have to treat this like a 9 to 5, and you will have things to do in the blank periods. So the teaching is varied in Keele Business School. So you have your lectures, like I've described, your large lecture sessions, you have your seminars, you have your Bloomberg lab, so your computer lab, the Bloomberg terminal that we have, we have exactly like the terminal in the City of London. You can have projects with businesses, and the assessments themselves vary. So you can have a final exam, right, at the end of every semester. You can have coursework, and this would depend, the percentage also would vary depending on the module you're taking. And the assessment could be an essay, it could be an in-class test, an exercise, a group work, a presentation, and really it's to help you to develop and test your skills so that you're ready for employability and you're ready to shine when you do go out. And the teaching, like I said, is research informed, is cutting edge. Beyond teaching, we also give you excellent support and pastoral care. So you have consultation with your module leaders. So for instance, I lead modules, I have office hours. You can come in and see me physically and virtually if you so choose. When you start with us in the first year, you get an academic mentor, and that academic mentor helps you throughout your 3 years. Okay, so if you have any academic issue, right, struggling with a module or anything's happening and you want someone to talk to, you have an academic mentor dedicated to helping you with that. And beyond that, we also have our dedicated central student services team. So, things could happen in life that are beyond academia. So things happening in your personal life, and you need someone to talk to, right? You can lean on these people, like Michael Jackson said, you call them and they'll be there. They'll be there if you call on them. There are professional exemptions for some of our modules, for instance, our accounting module. So ACC and CIMA, if you study accounting with us, you get exempted for some examinations. Like I said, we have the Bloomberg terminal. So if you're learning real life market concepts, how to trade in the city, and beyond that, and using those marketing concepts. And we also have a partnership with Harvard Business Publishing. And this is very good because you get the best of the UK and you get the best of the USA as well. I'm sure you've heard of Harvard Business School. So we say we give you the best of the best because you get the best of both worlds. So that's it. Now, we're not just tooting our own horns, right? So these are bodies that have accredited us. So these are organizations that are proud to be associated with Keele Business School, and some of them are program level accreditations. For instance, the Chartered Institute of Marketing, right? So you get accredited if you study marketing with us. CIPD, I think that's for HR. SEMA as well, that's accounting. ACCA, that's accounting. We're part of the Small Business Charter, part of the Chartered Association of Business Schools. We're part of the Principles for Responsible Management Education. We have the TEF Gold. So you can see that these are bodies that are proud to be associated with us. Now, beyond your core academia, so beyond, say, studying accounting or business management or international business management or human resources or marketing or economics, there are things that are happening in the world. So we cannot shy away from other issues that are challenging the world. Things like sustainability, climate change, social justice, global health, digital features, the rise of AI, technology, machine learning, enterprise, the future of work. Now, these are not exactly tied to your area of specialism, but say you could walk into a pub someday, you could be in the club, or you could go to an interview, you could be talking with your mates, and somebody says something about AI. We want you to be informed. We don't just want you to get this knowledge from the media or from reading something on a news site. So we have global challenge pathways, and these are optional. You don't have to take them. These are completely optional, where you're studying on these global issues with students from across the university. So these are not just students from the business school. For instance, you could be studying with students from the health departments, from medicine, from law, from arts, from other parts of the humanities, and you're all looking at global health or sustainability or artificial intelligence, right? So these are global challenge pathways, because we recognize that some of these issues are contemporary, but they're not going to go away. So these are optional, and you can add that as well to your learning if you want to. Now, I will say some of the modules you'll be taking as well. So for instance, if you're learning tax, for instance, maybe someone from the medical school might want to set up a practice and learn taxation as well. So you might see some of them in your classes as well. Now, other opportunities beyond the classroom, like I said, you have the opportunity to study abroad. This could be one semester if you're doing a 3-year program, or it could be a whole year if you're doing a 4-year program. And these are some places that some of our students have studied abroad. You also have the opportunity to learn a language free of charge. So for instance, if you're studying international business and you're thinking of a career in Japan, you want to learn, more than konnichiwa, or guten tag if you want to go to Germany, ni hao if you're thinking of, visiting China at some point. So you could just walk into a language center and you can register, you can learn a language free of charge at no cost to you, right? And this our students take advantage of this well. And I have mentioned our personal qualifications and exemptions. And yeah, on the right hand side of the screen, you can see places where our students have done placements. Now, I talked about some activities that businesses in the business school building are doing, and students have the opportunity to work with these businesses. Now, it's not compulsory. It's actually very possible for you to do your 3 years or your 4 years without working with these businesses. These are just options. So it's an additional option. But you can see some of the work that our students are working on. For instance, ISPA Limited, they're a sports goods manufacturer. They've developed a new punching bag training aid for boxing, and our students are working with them on how machine learning can help increase the usefulness of the punching bag as a rehabilitation tool. We have Chase Surgical Limited. So they provide basic skills and training courses for foundation doctors and junior registrars. And our students are introducing elements of gamification in teaching surgery skills. And we have the Oshun brand. So they sell hair care products for salons, and our students are working with them on what changes they can make to make their supply chain more sustainable. So these are real projects that these businesses are doing, and our students are working with them on it. These are some employers that our students have gone on placement with, okay, and you can look at the variety. Now, the average salary for KBS placement, now the placement year is between your 2nd and your 3rd year, is around £20,000, and over 50% of our students earn more. Now, the national UK average for a placement year is £16,000 or around £16,000. So even in our second year, our students are already earning more than the national average. And some of these roles are only exclusive to Keele students. And these are some of our students. We're very proud of them. You can be one of them. And these are places that they work on in terms of placement. Now, when you do graduate, we're sure you will do fantastic things. These are some of our alumni. We're sure you know Ududu. You've probably seen her on in the BBC. This is Richard, and he's the Nike football brand manager in the UK. And he broke this. So he said, when you write it down, it sounds crazy. I always wanted to work for Nike ever since I was a kid, but I didn't know it would ever happen. Well, he came to us and it did happen. Okay, so we're not guaranteeing you're going to work for Nike, but if you stay with us, if you work with us, if you come to us and you apply yourself, we can guarantee we'll do everything in our power to make your dreams come true. Now this is Natalie as well, one of our alumni. She's now the chief of staff of Uganda's Simba Group, and she's been called Africa's brightest young achievers 30 under 30 by Forbes. The World Economic Forum has named her one of top 5 African innovators. She regularly speaks to the UN. So beyond even academia, beyond industry, this is world impact. She now speaks to the United Nations Population Fund. I'm sure some of you have watched the BBC Apprentice. We're very proud of James White for winning this in 2017, and for starting his own IT recruitment team and partnering with Lord Sugar. And this just happened last year. Recently, we're very proud of this as well. Elliot, okay, he took advantage of our entrepreneur in-house scheme. He established Auto Rubbish, a social enterprise and mobile app connecting citizens to local councils to help reduce waste and update residents and recycling policies in real time. And he won the Green Gown Sustainability Award in 2018. He was winner of the prestigious Diana Award of 2021 from lots of candidates across the UK. And he got his MBE in 2022. We're very proud of him. Is one of ours. So in terms of career pathways, our students go on to industry, they're in finance, health, IT, transport, logistics. They become entrepreneurs in government, in retail, you name it. They have careers in accounting, banking, civil service, in management, consultancy, in sales, in logistics, in investment analysis, as investment analysts, operational researchers in PR, and they work for a whole range of employers, local, international, multinational, the government. So these are some of them you can see here on your screen. These are some very fantastic employers I was telling you about, and we're very proud our students go on to work here. Now, enough from me. I will, since you already have an offer, I will pass over to one of our students, current students, Amy, a fantastic Amy, who will give you some tips, some study tips when you do come to study with us soon. Amy, over to you.
Thank you. Right, so I'm Amy. I'm studying accounting and finance. I'll just be going over some key study tips that may help you while you're at Keele Business School. Right, so I have 6 main study tips. You have your notes, recorded lectures, reading textbooks, contacting lectures, repetition, and don't leave to the last minute. Next slide. Right, your notes. You're expected to take notes in your lectures because they will not give you a brief overview. All you'll have is the slides and the recordings afterwards, which I'll talk more about later. While you're taking your notes in your lectures, it is best to use codes. So then you've got less time writing everything out and it's quick, concise, and you don't fall behind. After your lectures, rewrite your notes so then you understand it more and remembering it, because repetition is a key word of remembering things. Obviously, I didn't repeat enough here. And then looking over your notes when revising is one of the main ways that you can pick up whatever you've missed, or if you get stuck on something, your notes will always be there to help you out. Next slide. Right, as previously stated, we have the recorded lectures that your lecturers will record for you during. So say if you're ill and you miss a lecture, they will be online on the Keele Learning Environment, which is our platform. If you struggle with certain parts of the lecture, you can go to that part of the lecture that you were struggling with, go through it again, and just keep repeating it if that's the way that you learn. Next slide. All right, textbooks. I know probably every uni has said that you need to read the textbooks. So reading the textbooks does help. It gives you a wider understanding that the lecturers can't teach you in the small allotted time that they have with you. And if that textbook isn't working, the university will provide a reading list, which will have several different textbooks, your required textbooks, and the textbooks that you can look up. Sorry about that. Wider understanding, so either expand your understanding or look at how things are or try and get a gist of it. Most of them are online and bought by Keele, so then you can access them whenever you want. So that way your lecturers will tell you you've had no excuse, you should have done the reading because it's all online most of the time anyway. Take short breaks between chapters, that way you're not overloaded with information, it gives you time to actually understand what you've read. And while you're reading those chapters, you can add to the notes that you've already created from the lectures. Next slide. Right, lecturers are sort of the same as your mentors. You can contact them during set office hours, which they will explain to you in the first week. So then you know when you can contact them or just drop into their office if they say that that's acceptable. They're also available through email, and they're always there to help you if you ask for it, and they will happily do it, or at least that's been my experience. Repetition is your best friend. You retain it more if you keep going over it. You've probably heard that so many times already, whether it's for your GCSEs, your A-levels, but it does work, and it is very important. Next slide. And don't leave it the last minute. Yes, you probably heard all this again, but leaving it the last minute does not work in university. It does not work at all for this because there's too much content to study for you to leave it to the last minute, or even like a month or two in advance. You need to keep on it the whole entire course. Yeah. Right, and that's it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Amy. Yes, so don't leave it to last minute. Much like you're doing now, getting into uni. Now, all of this really is because our focus is on you. All these goodies we're giving you, and at KBS, at Keele, our focus is on you as a student, right? We want you to stand out from the crowd. We want you to be employable, right? That's why we're giving you placements, the internships, the fantastic learning, the opportunities, the campus, and everything will provide. That's why you have the electives and the opportunity to volunteer to do some of these activities for the CRISP and the other businesses. That's why we focus on entrepreneurship and enterprise as a whole. And you will get career advice when you join us. We have a dedicated career advice center to help you with your CV, CV writing, cover letter writing, and things like that. You have the opportunity to learn a language. This could give you an edge in those interviews, or if you want to go abroad. And you also have the opportunity to study abroad. So all of this really is to help you to stand out from the crowd. And, we understand that, we're all young. All of us are young, including me, and we have over 120 clubs and societies. So different societies you might be interested in. So I know Amy is interested in debate, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so for instance, you could be interested in beach volleyball, in football. I support Arsenal, by the way. Don't hold it against me. You know, you could be interested in rugby, in dance, in history, you know, in fencing, you name it, right? So we have all these societies, and you could start yours as well. You know, if you have an interest and you can find people to join you, you know, you could start your own society. And where are we? You know, Keele, where's Keele located? We're right in the heart of England, right? Between our noisy neighbours, Manchester and Birmingham, right? Just a short distance from the market town of Newcastle on the Lyme. So we're in the county of Staffordshire, right? The Shire. And, you know, if you just not far from us, just about 40 minutes away, 44 minutes away, you can get to Manchester, you can get to Birmingham. So we're right in the middle. Any direction you want to go in England, you know, we're right there. And thank you very much. You know, it's been a pleasure. I'm not sure if we so yeah, thank you. That's it from us now. If you have, you know, you're free to contact us. Just Google us, you can find us. And I think that's it. Do we have any? I'm not sure if we have any questions. Hold on. If I see,
Don't think we have any questions.
oh, sorry about that. I didn't see the chart. Okay. If we don't have any questions, thank you all, everyone. You know, I hope to see you soon. Okay. So I'm absolutely certain you make those grades. You're all brilliant. And rest assured, we're here to help you in your career journey at Keele Business School. And I'm Tolu. Amy's helped me, and thanks to Ellie and the rest of GSRA for putting this together. And yeah, just we wish you best of luck. You know, go out there, smash your exams, and you know, go through the application process. And we will see you very soon. Okay. Don't forget, KBS is the best of the best. Okay. KBS, best of the best. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys. Bye.